Hi, I'm Rob Ferrazzo here at the Copley Square Market here in Boston, Massachusetts. So we're going to take some great strawberries back to Clio Restaurant where I am the pastry chef, and we're going to show you how to make strawberry confetti. How do you guys harvest the strawberries?
Basically, we just pick them off the vine. It's nothing like special. We don't have a machine or anything. It's done by humans.
It's done by hand?
So, yeah.
Awesome.
What do you think?
It's juicy and sweet. Very delicious. I'm going to grab a couple of pints for the restaurant.
Of course, yeah.
We got some beautiful strawberries here. We're going to head back to Clio and make our strawberry confetti dessert. So back from the market, I'm going to start off our dessert with the Waring tabletop mixer. So the first step that we're going to do here is we're going to add our butter, our confectionery sugar, and we're going to drop our arm. I didn't have to use a rubber spatula to scrape down my product. The Waring mixture does it all itself. It's actually a perfect even circle and aeration of cream and sugar. So now we're going to add our cream cheese. I love that it has this little plastic guard. It's another product, again, doesn't get on the chef. The shape of the bowl helps you feed it properly. And as you can see, with each piece of cream cheese, it binds up right away with the butter and sugar. And here we have a fresh vanilla bean. Just slice it down the side. And then we raise our speed. This clips right off, pops right out, and I'll show you that even after all that aggressive whipping, you can see that it's pure silver, shiny, clean, none of the product got splattered, and you have a full, perfect aerated cream. So now we set this aside. I'm going to use the food processor to show you how we do our strawberries. So our next step is using the Waring Liquilock 3.5 food processor. What's great about this, it has an adjustable blade. So as you can see, you have different millimeters here. You have 1 through 6. And for our strawberries, we're going to use 6 because I like the thickness that it gives the strawberries. Now, I would never, ever in a million years not use a knife and use a piece of equipment to slice fruit or to slice a product. But as you're going to see here, and this just locks right in here on the stem. The speed of the blade, you can actually take these delicate farmer strawberries, and as we place them, they literally get sliced instantly with barely any bruising. And now we will take the cream that we made earlier, a little hotel pan lined with plastic wrap, our sliced strawberries, and we're simply going to put these strawberries right over the top of our cream. And then we fold our cream. And from here we're going to place our base simply in our pan and place in the freezer for later use. Again, back to our Waring mixer. This is a simple recipe for my strawberry cracker. It's basically some tapioca starch, sugar, and again, to feature the plastic top here, we can turn our mixer on. And the tapioca starch doesn't get everywhere, all over yourself, the table. Take our strawberry puree, add it slowly. And as you can see, the starch is starting to bind with our fruit. So we inject our tapioca strawberry base in our plastic tube, controlling the amount of air pressure in there. There's about good. So we tie our ends here. And then from this stage we take our strawberry tube and we poach at a water bath for about a half hour at about 225 degrees. And then from there we actually take the product and we stick it in an ice bath to get the tapioca starch to congeal and freeze and slice thin to make our strawberry chips. Next we're going to be using our Waring spice grinder, and the best thing about this spice grinder is you can actually take freeze-dried strawberries and make a powder, and the blade is so fast and so sharp there's no gumming that appears from the natural pectin in the strawberries. We're also going to be adding some sugar, some citric acid, some taric acid. So with these ingredients, we're going to be creating our strawberry chips. So first we put our attachment here that just locks in. Using the Waring product, you actually save time in the kitchen because you don't have to get a strainer or a chinois of some sort to actually pass your powders to get the lumps out, because the spice grinder does it all itself. So from here, we take our grape powder and we simply add our sugar, our citric acid, our tartaric acid, and we combine them together. And this is going to be our coating for our strawberry chips that we're going to fry later in our Waring fryer. So for our basil cream, we have a little bit of blanched basil. We bring water up to a boil, we blanch our basil, we shock it in some ice water. We squeeze out a little bit of the water, leaving some moisture to make a puree with our Waring food processor. A little bit of glucose, some Maldon sea salt, and heavy cream. Another great feature about this is you have a pulse option. And this pulse option actually helps you control the speed of the blade, and you can actually take something as thick as glucose, which is always fun to get out of a bowl. So we add our glucose, a little Maldon sea salt, a tiny bit of cream, and then you have this great pulse option here. Rest of our cream. So I would never ever put fresh herbs in a food processor, but in this case I use the Waring food processor because it's sealed all the way around, so when I add my cream I don't have to worry about leakage, and the blade is so sharp and fast, there's not a lot of bruising on the herb where oxidation appears. So at this stage we take our food processor out. Another great feature about this food processor is that the blade is actually locked in, so you can scrape all your oils and cream and pulsed Thai basil. Just huge, strong flavor right now from these herbs. So from earlier, this is our strawberry confetti that we molded in a hotel pan here. And I've actually took the time to inject it in a tube also to have two options. Just like before, this just locks right in. Turn it on. And you can actually take either your blocks or your tube, whatever you would like. Personally, I like doing it in big blocks. And we just simply add this to the top. And now we have this light, airy strawberry confetti. So for our plate up here, we have our crispy strawberry chips that we used our Waring spice grinder for. Our local strawberries, some fresh hibiscus, floral herbs, freeze-dried strawberries, some extra virgin olive oil, and some verjus gastrique, a hibiscus puree, and lastly our strawberry confetti. We're finishing the dessert off with malted kola nut sorbet.